How do I get up now?
Yeah, well, this is your fault, right here.
Yeah, she just jumped right into the water. Dun, da, 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 da. We're in front of the municipal pier. From here, at the municipal pier, which is actually just over a little bit, I like to sit down on the wall over there and just listen to the ocean, watch the people fishing off the edge of the pier. It's very relaxing. It's kind of a nice, relaxing thing to do. I like to do this on a weekend just because you can take your time, you can enjoy it. Lots of people take this walk. We're going to go up over this hill over here, and we're going to climb up over the hill. You get a beautiful view of the bay. Then you climb down to the I'm blanking out what that's called. Alcatraz back there. Again, this is just one of the more relaxing walks in San Francisco, and it is beautiful every step of the way. I love doing this, especially when I want to relax. I want to take a nice walk. The hill is a little bit of an incline. It's a little bit of a challenge for me, but I can do it. I've done it many years, and I'll keep doing it. While you're on this walk, take lots of opportunities to sit down, enjoy the beauty of the place. This walk, if you've been on the road to Hana, it's kind of the same thing. It's very zen. So you can't smell it through YouTube, but standing right here, just as you're about to walk into the city, the breeze picks up and you can smell the eucalyptus and you can smell the anise, and you get those smells just hitting your nose as you're walking through this park. It's a beautiful smell. It's a beautiful experience. You're going to love it. Here at the end of the Marina Green, if you turn to the right, there's the start of a peninsula. Follow the peninsula all the way out and you'll reach what's called the wave organ. Now the wave organ is unique. They buried some pipes under the bay and then they curved them around with the outlets coming up above, and they have some benches under there. What happens is, particularly on windy days like today or other days, the bay comes into the pipes at the bottom. They make noise, and the noise is let out at the top into the air. If you're sitting on the benches under there, you can hear those noises, and they're really the sound of nature. They call it the wave organ. It's worth doing, and it's very pleasant and it's very relaxing. You might just sit there and meditate instead of sitting there and going om. You sit there and let the bay go om for you. Also at the end of the Marina Green and just across the street is the Palace of Fine Arts. The palace was set up as a part of the San Francisco World's Fair as an exhibition. It stays here today. It's still standing. It's beautiful. It has a little pond. It has all kinds of beautiful little plants and stuff, and it's fun to walk around. Continuing on from here, this is going to take you on one of the more beautiful parts of the walk. You'll be walking up alongside the bay the rest of the way with a view of Golden Gate Bridge behind you. But be aware, this part can get very cold and very windy, so plan on layering up, otherwise it's going to be very uncomfortable. But otherwise, it's one of the more beautiful parts of the walk. Golden Gate Bridge, shrouded in fog, is such a classic San Francisco view. I can't help myself but sit here and look at it and watch the bay every time I come out here. It's incredible. Back behind me is Crissy Field. In the 1930s and 40s, this was a place where a lot of the old double-wing aircraft used to take off and land. It's a historic area. Unfortunately, with the global warming, it's caused the glaciers to melt, it caused the sea levels to rise, and now, instead of a field, it looks more like a swamp. It's covered with water, but it's still a historic spot and it's worth looking at, and it's still beautiful even when it's covered with water. I braved the wind and the cold here for you because I want you to see the beauty of this part of San Francisco that you don't often see in videos and tourist guides of the city. This is an incredible place and you shouldn't miss it when you're here because it's such an iconic walk and it's great. Now, if you like what we're showing you about San Francisco, if you like what we showed you about Hawaii, please subscribe so you don't miss the videos that are coming out. We have a whole bunch more videos of San Francisco and Hawaii coming out. In a little while, we're going to be traveling to Napa. We'll give you some interesting overview of Napa. We're going to New York. We're going to Boston. We're going to show you parts of Spain and London that we hope you would miss if you don't watch our channel. So subscribe, you'll get notifications of all of those videos as they come out. And if you like this video, if you like any of our videos, please give them a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know they're worth watching, and hopefully we'll get to be able to grow the channel. Now just behind me is Fort Point. That's what's at the end of this walk under the Golden Gate Bridge. If you go there, this fort was built during the American Civil War to guard San Francisco Harbor from invasion by the Confederacy. Now, of course, it was never used for that because the South never tried to invade San Francisco, but nevertheless, it is a beautiful fort and it's really worth walking around and checking out, and it's fun. And when it's done, you climb a nice hill, and we'll show you that, to get up to the beginning of the Golden Gate Bridge. If you want to be really adventurous, you can walk across the Golden Gate Bridge. We're not going to do that today. We're probably going to go back to our hotel once we hit the top of the Golden Gate Bridge there. But the walk, just however you end it, it's worth doing. Today is leg day. Da 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 da.